I found it pretty stunning when I first came here too. But I soon found out that stunningly beautiful means stunningly expensive. I'm just a small-time hunter, so Zolny is where I spend most of my time. This way will take us to Podvorier restaurant. Yeah, I mean, there are places to stay in. Most of the stoves are out of crystal, the windows are drafty, and at night...
Yep, no way. Not a... Fine then. It's your treat. Hi, Mom. Don't worry. You'll get some too.
I'm glad to see you've perked up. If you find yourselves in the mood for some sightseeing later, this way leads to Zapoliarny Palace, which serves as the Tsaritsa's audience chamber and also her personal quarters. The adjacent block is kind of a city in its own right. Inside, there's a munitions factory known as the Armory Palace, producing a constant supply of all kinds of equipment for the Fatui. A lot of important... And over there is the Snezhnegrad Vecha. These places are best admired from a distance.
Yeah, they probably have super strict security.
The downtown area is near the center of Zapoliarny. Another place of interest is the Northland Bank. Oh, and I'm sure you'll want to make contact with the Adventurers Guild at some point, right?
Ooh, speaking of adventuring, we use
no one practices alchemy at Snezhnegrad, I'm afraid.
Oh. We'll just have to use the one on the train then.
Yeah, I don't know. Not my area. Anyway... Finally, there's Zolny in that direction. That's about it. You guys...
Sounds good. Thanks for all the recommendations. It'll be good to get out of the cold wind.
Podvorier restaurant is right this way.
Looks like you get what you pay for, huh? Paimon likes this room a lot. Yeah, much better now that we're out of the cold. If this were anywhere else, we'd be out investigating and adventuring by now. But instead, you're right. No need to push ourselves too hard. A lot happened on our way into the city. Let's review what we've learned so far, and obviously, a million more sure was. And so far, we've learned that in addition to the 7 Gnosis, her plan also requires... But we won't get to see her anytime soon. Alosha said that she went east to fight that... It must be a pretty powerful one if it can blanket the whole of Snezhnaya. To be honest, what we're really lacking right now is information. The kind of information that only the higher-ups in Paimon can think of a few people who might... Right. And when we left Nogcry, Sandroni specifically left a message So... It's unlikely they tell... Yeah, fair point. Besides, that Glupov place is right nearby. We've got nothing to lose, so... There's gotta be someone there willing to talk to us, right? Maybe Arlecchino or... But... It's unlikely we could... Yeah, the last time was all the way back in Fontaine, right? Too bad...
Hello. Is there a traveler in Paimon in there?
That's Alosha! Come in!
Hello, I'm Dr. Luneva. Alosha mentioned that one of you is feeling a little... I see. So you're my patient today, yes?
Good question. Paimon's not too sure either, but...
Not exactly. It's just... I'm used to treating human, but don't worry. I do have...
It'll be fine. Paimon, right? We're no different when it comes down to it, are we? That's just because Paimon knows how to eat.
Now, please take a seat. Okay, vital signs are good. Test results are all with... I can give you some medicine to tide you over. But if you find yourself with a persistent low-grade fever...
Sounds like there's no cause for alarm.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're very welcome. Just doing my job. I'll leave you in...
Take care. You heard the doctor. Best you rest up here for...
Alright then. Guess we've got no choice. Let's just treat it as a short vacation.
I have to get back to it. If you need anything else from the doctor or me, go to the hunter... Hey, no big deal. You saved my life.
Hold on. Please display your invitation letter or permit. Glupov does not accept meeting requests without a prior appointment. Might I ask who you're hoping to Another one who thinks the rules don't apply to them. But I have to go through the motion. Wait a moment. I'll pass on. Lord Child is a busy man. Even if you two are old friends as you... Next time, stick to the rules. You'll make life easier for both of us, Greetings, Lady Marionette.
I'll take care of our guest here. It's her first time in Snezhnaya, so it's no surprise that she doesn't know the rules yet. I trust no choice words have been exchanged.
No, Lady Marionette. No incidents to report. Whew. That was a close call. Good thing I played it cool.
Is that right? Good to know. Wait, under the weather? That's hard to imagine. She's always buzzing with energy. I take it she's still adapting to the climate. Happens to a lot of people. It's even colder here than in Nodcry. Has she seen a doctor? I can get you one if you need. All right then. Well, let me know if you run into any other problems. Why else? I was just about to sit down for some much-needed tea time when I heard that an old friend of Tartaglia's had shown up outside. And, as obnoxious as it may be to show up uninvited at Glupov, I couldn't help but take pity on the poor soul who was waiting outside in vain. Well, I felt our time working together in Nodcry warranted. Unfortunately, I can't invite you in.
Safe travels, friend. Wishing you all the best.
I've ordered for the both of us. No objections, I assume. I'm sure you trust my taste. Okay, let's get down to business. I'm guessing you don't actually have any urgent business with Tartaglia, per se. You just want information, right? Wanna take a guess? Of course you'd say that. You shouldn't underestimate Counselor Tartaglia, you know. That's right. I'm sure you've heard of the Snezhnograd Vecha by now. Well, he's busy preparing some paperwork for their next... They'll be discussing yet another extension to Project Stuzha. It's basically all anyone cares about in the Vecha these days. Yeah, he's more of the shoot first, ask questions later sort, isn't he? It all started with a very detailed letter that Capitano left for the jester, Piero, before leaving for... In that letter, he detailed the future arrangements for his subordinates. I guess he'd already prepared to leave us... That was his reaction, too. Why me? He'd always assumed Capitano looked down on him. But he occasionally brought Tartaglia along to my tea parties back in the day. So by the rest of us, I mean my tea party regulars. Arlecchino, Anyway, then the Liu-S situation happened. Basically, Tartaglia probably had the wrong idea about Capitano all along. Capitano believed that despite Tartaglia's immaturity, he showed great potential. Yeah, it's one of the few things that He knew that after he was gone, several of the others would swoop in on his arm, with the ones who stood to benefit the most being the Rooster, Pulcinella, and Regrator. Once they divided Capitano's troops between them, they'd be more... So, you can see why Capitano... Exactly. Piero also needed to back a Harbinger as soon as possible. Even though Tartaglia has had the support of Northland Bank for a long time, I'd say Capitano made a good judgment call. Anyone else, his best course of action will be to What's the point in having a tea party if you don't spill... Besides, none of this is confidential anyway. Ask any You'll see it firsthand if you ever sit in on a session of the Snezhnograd Vecha. Having a voice in the Vecha is the only way to steer policies in your favor. Pantalone, for instance, represents the financial sector. And Personally, I have no interest in political jousting. But since I have a number of engineers... Then there's Pulcinella, the linchpin of the Vecha. He represents Everything involves him, so nothing can bypass him. Any issue that comes up, he knows how to mediate. That's what the Tsaritsa values most about him.
I'm starting to see why everyone is so frustrated with the way things are. But also, a complex web of interests connects all parties involved. And the Tsaritsa sitting at the...
All right, I'm done carrying this conversation. You must have known that you can get the info you needed from me. Huh? Jealous? As if. Wait. Oh, I think I know what it is. Columbina passed. I only meant you should be mindful of which side you're on. Is that actually why you didn't ask for me? Because you took... Fair enough. It's not your fault. I blame all these politicians I've been hanging around with lately. Anyway, just ask for my help next time, okay? Little things like this are no problem.
Lady Marionette.
What now? Can't you see I'm on my break? Whatever it is, just leave it on my desk. I'll look at it later.
Sorry to disturb you during your break, ma'am, but I'm afraid it's an emergency.
Isn't it always? I've told you before. Fixing the tracks and transporting ice blocks does not constitute an emergency.
The equipment in Svietlolaidovka is in urgent need of maintenance. With how the weather's been recently, we suspect that the cause is a build. The supports on one of the machines broke and fell, awakening a dormant beast and leaving many of the ice miners trapped in a nearby ice cave. Luckily, Odette's team was nearby and launched a rescue operation, but we're still facing a severe
I guess that's it then. Our tea party will have to end here. I'm the only engineer you'll need. Do you actually want to come with, or are you just saying that? Nice of you to return the favor. I'll have a couple of people look after Paimon. They can let her know that you had to step out for a while. Given how urgent this is, I'm sure she'll understand. And honestly, I'd rather have your help than anyone else's.
I have to be getting close.
Don't go any further. It's too dangerous here. There's a highly aggressive monster on the prowl. Ah, I see. You're the backup from Snezhnograd. Well, I'm Odette. Good to meet you.
Ah, so this is Odette. She was the first member of the...
There are 5 people trapped in the cave. Monster type is unknown, and so is its look. Let's go. Every second counts. Careful. Something's moving. This must be the monster's shadow. Looks like a tough opponent. Crystalline Adagio. Stay back! Together. Pirouette.
I see them. They're right behind the monster. The monster seems very agitated. It could attack at any moment. Let's make the first move. The snowflakes. Hot as dust.
Lightning flash! Yeah! Take this!
Let's begin. Pirouette.
Lightning flash!
Thank you for saving us. We'd have been monster fodder otherwise.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You should be safe now.
Thank you. Come on, let's go.
I've searched the area. Pretty sure the monster made a tactical retreat. Yeah, but with us here, it won't be coming back anytime soon. It may be small, but don't be fooled. It's a ferocious beast. People are just food in its eyes. It's lucky we got here when we did. The trapped miners have been successfully evacuated. Time for...
Wait, this place... There's...
What is that?
I don't know. It's back?
Guess it has family. This way. Run! Thanks. Let's get out of here. Everyone's accounted for. We managed to rescue... You really held your own today. Don't think I've seen you before. I'll remember... Alright then. See you around. Hello, Lady Marionette.
I hear the rescue operation was a great success. I knew I could count on you. What brings you here, Odette? Here for a performance?
No, a Fatui mission. I happened to be nearby and heard the crash.
She hasn't introduced herself then. Odette is the prima ballerina of Snezhnograd. She's quite the celebrity. If you ever hear people mention the two crowning jewels of the Korailievsky troupe, they're talking about Odette and the prima donna, Vodi. On top of that, Odette's also a rising Fatui star. It's looking likely she'll inherit the title of She learned all her combat skills from Rosaline herself. Used to be one of her most valued subordinates, too.
You flatter me, Lady Marionette.
If she's Rosaline's protege, that makes me... never mind.
How's progress on your end, Lady Marionette?
Equally successful. I finished reinforcing all, even if the heavy snowfall summoned by that monster lasts for an... Alright, now that we're done here, it's time to get out of this blizzard. Sure, but Snezhnograd will send someone to investigate and draw up a relief. First, Pantalone needs to approve the budget, then Pulcinella has to sign... That's the rough process anyway. Could take anywhere from a couple of weeks to a couple of months. Yup, nothing we can do about it. There's a whole stack of incident reports like this back at the office.
The snow has eased a little for now, but there's no telling. Fuel for heating is in short supply, and relief is weeks away. It just feels like there should be a better way.
Hey, quit daydreaming. Let's get back to Snezhnograd. Well, if it isn't Counselor Tartaglia, Mr. Big
Go easy on me, all right? I'm still recovering from the interrogation. Hey, comrade, it's been too long. I heard you came looking for me earlier. Nice. Good to see you too, Odette. I'm guessing you guys just got back from Sviatlo Laidovka.
It went fine.
How about you? Any new developments?
Not really. Same as ever. Growing opposition. The results of the mock vote were pretty dire. Pulcinella was fuming.
That's not good news. It takes a...
Yeah. Obviously, if push comes to shove...
Sorry, I have to ask something. This is going to sound...
Huh? Of course.
It sounds to me like everyone's... But what exactly is this project's purpose? And how can it be...
Interesting. I gotta hand it to you, comrade. You sure don't min...
Excuse her? What does she mean? Refuse to stand up for ordinary people.
Oh my gosh. How does she dare speak to the Harbingers like that?
Are you interrogating us now?
It's okay, Sandrone. Let me explain. I think I understand where she's coming from. If I could, I'd take your side right now. In fact, my position's very similar to yours. I've only held back on casting a dissenting vote in the Vecha because the Tsaritsa would never let me get away with it. Still, I have a responsibility to the Fatui armed forces, so I do what I can to make their voices heard. Most of them are just regular folks from small towns. I'm sure you've seen how much those kinds of places are struggling right now. Oh, and for what it's worth, I'm from Arepasak myself. The Tsaritsa wants to create a better, safer... But considering the Tsaritsa's vision for the future, maybe Sandrone and I can't oppose and even though we can't put an end to it, I respect Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. There's no way I would ever...
As contentious as things can get within the Vecha, there's no The issue is that there's no way of but that is not the same thing as being blindly loyal to...
In fairness to Sandrone, and even Tartaglia, who you...
Hey, come on. There's only so much... Maybe you've heard already. But she's currently leading her army on a campaign. Striking that monster down will be a significant step in dealing with the present energy. As laser-focused as she is on realizing, to me, that says a lot. If she thought Snezhnaya and its people didn't matter in the... Thanks. I meant every word I said, though. I wasn't just trying to placate.
I still think this adventurer raises a very important point. Our two Harbingers have made their positions very clear. But there are many others in the Vecha who must feel trapped and forced to vote. I think it's a very valuable quality to be willing to speak one's mind, despite the risk of offending powerful...
You can say that again. I highly doubt we'd feel the need to explain ourselves so much.
Forgive me, adventurer, but might I be so bold as to ask about your background? How is...
Oh, haven't you been properly introduced?
Easier said than done. I like to think I'm not the kind of person who goes around busting open people's old wounds.
I've only learned her name so far, and no details of her experiences. Is something wrong?
Uh-oh. Is there no avoiding the subject of Rosaline?
No, it's just... all right, I guess. This is the world-renowned traveler, who helped resolve the storm terror threat in Mondstadt, cleaned up after the mess I made in Liyue. There was a duel before the throne, in which the traveler...
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't think you two would be seeing much of each other, so I figured it wasn't worth bringing up.
It's fine. It was a long time ago. It's fine. Sorry. I just remembered that we have a rehearsal coming up. Please excuse me. I should get going.
I've mentioned this to you before, remember? She was Rosaline's most valued subordinate. But they didn't actually get along. Not that Rosaline was really the type of person to make friends, but... death has a way of resolving a...
Don't let it weigh on you. Like she said, it was a long time ago. Odette has a very different personality from Rosaline. Give her some time. I'm sure she'll work Oh, by the way, where's Paimon? It's not like her to hide away.
She hasn't been feeling well. So she's resting at Pavorier Restaurant.
Oh, right. Sorry to hear that. Poor thing. Reminds me of when Tonya was little. She really felt the cold. I felt so bad for her seeing her lying in bed, coughing. She was so mature for her age, though. Whenever someone... I'm sure Paimon's a good kid, too. You're a little short on manpower, right? Let me have a couple of my people take over for yours. I'll send my most capable and reliable.
Well, that would be great. Your people are more
Hey, don't mention it. I'm sure you have things to do. Hopefully. So no more accusing me of not being on your side, all right?
Already? That was quick.
I'm afraid I can't help you there. Our director's recent movements are confidential. If you hadn't told me, I never would have known he'd gone south. I assumed he'd been in Glupov this whole time. Well, I guess I'd better go sort out Paimon's security situation. I have some other...
Me too. I have an incident report to write up. Let's leave it there for now.
I guess everyone's in a difficult position. To start with, I should go ask Alosha if he knows of any way... How strange. This sword seems to be vibrating of its own accord.
No. After I got back to the theater, I couldn't stop thinking about the situation in Sviatlo-Lidovka, so I decided I'd come here and see if there's anything I can do. You too, I presume. I suppose that's why you're here. I didn't feel comfortable expressing my true opinions in front of the Harbingers. Not least because ordinary Fatui like me, without knowing the full picture, I can't make sense of it. And at some point...
So many people feel the same way. They wish they could do something.
Yes. Well, that's one option.
Right, because things can get out of hand, and it's hard to hold...
Sandrone said Odette was on track to inherit the title of the Fair Lady. If so, she'll be able to find out what Project Stuja is really about. Still, it's probably a little soon to ask her about that.
What's on your mind? I think we can both agree that no matter which side you're on, it can't stop you from doing the right thing. Where there's a will, there's a way. I know what Rosaline did while she was abroad. You made the right decision, so no hard feelings. So, what's your plan?
Oh, we were gonna buy some Crystal. I heard there...
Funny. I had the same idea. The real issue here is that government relief is behind schedule.
True. It's a huge expense after all.
Let me see. I'll take it all, please. And I'll be needing a... Right. Choose mission budget under the expense category. But let's book this train. Regulations say that if we need to transport Crescent... That should do it. The train will be escorted to its destination.
This is my first time seeing you handle Fatui affairs, Miss Odette.
You flatter me. It's only because I've been doing both my whole life.
Anyway, I bet you've been non-stop today, am I right?
What's wrong? Who's Paimon?
Her travel buddy hasn't been feeling well. She caught a cold right after they got...
Sounds like she's important to you. I can't believe you've been dealing with this on top of everything you've been doing to help the people of Snezhnaya.
I've got nothing going on right now, so I'll join you. I want to see how she's doing.
May I come too? I have some candy that someone gave me back in Svietlolaidovka. Plus, I know a little bit about relieving cold symptoms.
All right then, let's go. I still don't know what the deal is between these two, but at least the tension seems to have vanished.
Covering in this room. Can I...
What happened?
Oh. Please, excuse me. Are you the Ah, it's really you. At the same time, we can't interfere with Podvoye Restaurant's business. Besides myself, a few of my
I didn't expect such a high standard of protection.
Well, Master Child handpicked us for this special assignment. We're not about to let anything go wrong. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer. Please.
Traveler! Aloysia, you're back! Oh, hey! Who's our new friend?
Hi, I'm Odette. The Traveler and I crossed paths a few times.
Another friend from the Fatui, huh? You're practically a member yourself by this point. Paimon's definitely on the mend. We should be back to our usual travels in a few days' time. Seems like that doctor is just... Paimon's limbs are still feeling a little...
I have just the thing.
Whoa! What's this? Is that... a flame inside an ice cube? Wait, is this real ice? How's it not melting?
All keen observations. You're right. This is called core ignis. Whenever I've caught a cold in the past, I found I recover much more quickly if I place this by...
Awesome! Wow! It's so nice and warm! Your name was Odette, right? How did you two meet again?
Looks like she's in pretty good spirits. That's a relief. Any progress with your investigation yet? No surprises there, I'm sure. They're not likely to let anything slip. The Rokad, huh? Let me think. Members of the Rokad keep their true Leave it with me. Meet me at the Korolyevsky troop tomorrow, and I'll tell you how it goes.
Would anyone like a drink? I'm gonna head to the bar.
Paimon will have... maybe some hot milk? Yeah, enough with the secret chat, you two. Let's catch up properly in a minute. Paimon wants to know everything that's happened today. It'll be kinda like tabletop troop. No reason why listening to a story can't be an adventure.